Alright guys, so here's the review of the Cadisen 8185, aka the Rolex Day-Date Homage. So you've probably seen a few other people reviewing this on YouTube, but as far as I know, no one else has reviewed this emerald green one, which you've seen in the thumbnail obviously. So a little bit different. And full disclosure, I was sent this watch for free. I've been trying it out for about a week, but you know the score by now. That doesn't mean I'm going to shy away if there's any issues. I'm going to keep it 100% honest no matter what. So the question is, were there any issues? Is it any good? Would I recommend it? Let's get down to it and find out. So here it is. I'll quickly show you what you get in the box. It's just a simple cardboard box with the Cadisen branding on. Then you get cleaning cloth. You get the warranty card, which standard AliExpress, not dated or signed or anything. User manual. Then you've got the watch was on that, and then you've got the links that I've just taken out. So they're just push pin links. Screw ones would have been nice, but for the price, it's not too big a deal. And then we've got the watch itself with that lovely emerald green dial. Oh, I forgot to say as well in the intro, but actually you can get this a bit cheaper from the store I got it from. As always, the links will be down in the description, but the seller told me if you follow their store, you can actually get a follower exclusive discount, so you'll be able to pick this up for $90. But again, you have to follow their store to be able to get that price. I think it comes up as like a fan exclusive price once you follow them, so you should know whether it's worked or not. So a quick zoom in on the dial and talk about that, because that is the main attraction with this one. And obviously that lovely bezel as well, which just catches the light really nicely. Just give it a quick wipe, sorry. It's rather hot here at the moment in the UK, so with this being a fully polished case, it's a little bit of a fingerprint magnet. But you can see they're really nicely polished. Nice curvature to the end of those lugs as well. And we have actually got female end links too, which is good. But we'll get onto that in a bit. Back to the dial. So we've got that lovely emerald sunburst. Do really like that. And then we've got a nice bit of interaction with those applied indices as well. So just loads of things going on with this dial. We've also got an applied Cadisen logo at the top, which I do like to see. Although it does actually look slightly tilted to the left on this. Now I'm zoomed in. Couldn't really see that before when I was wearing it, but now I'm zoomed in. It does look ever so slightly tilted. But like I say, when you're wearing it you can't really tell, because it is that slight. And then on that rehaut on the inside, we've got Cadisen all the way around. Some might not like that. I personally don't mind it too much, because you're not really going to see it that often when you're looking at it head on. But it's a nice bit of extra detail, I guess. And then we've got the Cadisen automatic below the logo. Got 50 meters water resistant and 21 joules. So seeing as we're talking about it, I'll quickly show you the movement in this. So it's a Miyota 8285. So the 8000 series, not my favourite movement. I prefer the 9000 series Miyotas, because you tend to get quite a bit of rotor noise with the 8000 series. But I've not had experience with this one. Well, this particular movement, sorry, up until this watch. But so far, it's about what you'd expect. A little on the loud side, so something to be aware of. Then we've got solid end links on this, got the Cadisen Running outside, automatic. You can probably hear that rotor a bit there. Got that the 8185 580M water resistant. So with that movement, you get the day function and the 12 o'clock, and then you get the date at 3 below that Cyclops, which is nicely aligned, although it isn't really magnifying all that much. But it's aligned, so that's the main thing, I guess. I'll quickly zoom back out and then show you this movement in action. So it's just a push-pull crown. So pop it out once, you can change that date, pop it out again, second hand stops, so we have actually got hacking, which isn't always the case with the 8000 series movements. And then obviously we can change the time, pop it back in, second hand re-engages. And then we've got hand winding as well. So quickly talk about the rest of the bracelet. So we've got a mixture of brushed and polished. Polished centre links, brushed on the outside, and then polished on the edge. Sorry, give it another quick wipe. Really not used to the heating. I'm not built for the heat being from the UK. And then we've got a butterfly clasp, which does fit together nicely aligned, no issues there. And because the links are fairly small as well, you can get a fairly decent size and fitting. Obviously it would have been nice to have some micro adjust, but with a butterfly one you don't really get that. The only slight negative with them really. And like I said before, just push pins, not screw links. So let's get on to the measurements. So got a thickness of 11.3, but if we include the Cyclops, got more like 12.8. Got a diameter of just a touch over 40mm, 40.3. And then lug to lug, lug width 22, which is a little unusual to see with a 40mm case. But we've got female end links though, so got a nice compact lug to lug of just over 48mm, so it still wears quite nicely. But again, would have been nice to see a 38 or a 36 even, but AliExpress sellers just tend to go for 40mm, because I've tried speaking to a few of them before and they always say that 40mm is the standard size they tend to do, because it's the most popular. Obviously we've got no loom on this, because it's a dress watch and we've got just applied indices with no loom, they're just silver. So let's quickly test now whether we've got sapphire crystal. Using the trusty Diamond Selector 2. And yep, we've got sapphire crystal. But we don't have it on the Cyclops. That's just mineral. And then quickly try out the back. And that is just mineral as well. But you kind of expect that. With the price of the watch, that's not really too big a deal. What's left to do now is show you what it's like on wrist. Here it is on my 7-inch wrist. And like I say, it does wear really nicely. And I do really like that dial. It's just a really classy looking watch overall, I think. With those female end links, it wears really nicely, conforms to wrist nicely. Got plenty of light play, those indices and that bezel, as well as that lovely dial. And then you've got the functionality with the day complication as well. So overall, a really nice package. A couple of things I would have changed. So, like I say, would have been nice to have it in 38 or possibly even 36mm. But as long as you've got a 7-inch wrist or bigger, this wears nicely. Got a smaller one than 7-inch, might be a little bit big for a dress watch. Also, Cyclops could magnify a bit better. But other than that, butterfly clasp you expect on a dress watch really, so you can't complain too much. So I definitely recommend it if you're after this kind of watch. And I definitely recommend this green one as well. So that's it for this one guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.